How's it going, Rack Reviewers? Grim Gaddy right back into another Grim Rolls Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition session with this wonderful homebrew, the Esterisle Cartography Guild, our 55th session. And as you might have noticed right out of the gate, I've changed a few things around. This is just because I finally said screw it to Streamlabs because it kept eating up all my available memory and RAM for some unholy reason, and was literally crashing my desktop. I have not figured out what the hell is causing that, and God knows I am tired of even trying every little fix I could find on the internet and forums and God knows what the hell else. So I said screw it and just put in a little work and started making stuff just in regular OBS, which, you know, doesn't make my computer want to just outright freaking commit suicide, which I very much appreciate. Thank you, OBS. Thank God that at least one of your damn programs doesn't make my entire computer shit itself. But that all said, I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember what the hell happened last session. Mostly because during the time of that session, I was sitting around trying to figure out why my Streamlabs are screwing up. Marking down time frames, marking down where the hell I'm saving files, because I was getting to the point where I had to stop my recording, mark where the hell I was, start the recording again, after task managing and shutting down and ending the task of Streamlabs, and it was just not a fun time for me. God willing, with this new little setup I'm doing here, I will not have this frickin' issue, and I will be able to keep what little sanity I have remaining. Also, fun fact, I started recently going to the gym, and I hurt all the flying hell over, so I'm already in a bit of a mood myself. And only 2 people currently in Discord, and they're both muted, so I guess I get to gab for a little longer. Sadly, we're not having, as you may have noticed, if I do what I think I'm going to do in the future, which isn't now, and I replace my Saturday slot with a Grim and Friends video just because I happen to have it available. Yeah, we didn't have a session for my usual Monday group. We were down 1 player. I was going to run my homebrew ninja campaign for the 4 players that were still going to show up, and one of them slept in, and other stuff involving their lives, and they were just sadly not able to join that in any timely fashion, so sadly, we didn't have that. We will definitely be having my Ninja Homebrew next week, however. I've made it very clear, I really want to play my own frickin' Ninja campaign, because it's been a minute, and I would like to play it. And of course, Star Wars is still Star Wars, and that's still going to be up Monday, assuming that all the players show up this Saturday. God willing. And they're in a bit of a pickle themselves, too. They're, oh boy, everything was going so well up until they pulled out the bomb, finally. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about, go check out my own homebrew, the Star Wars homebrew on the channel, where, well, let me put it this way, 2 rogues, one being a smuggler, one being a hacker, a Mandalorian, basically just tried to find work on Nar Shaddaa, which you think would be easy, and it was easy. They just have a bad habit of cucking it up somehow. Especially with their new Trandoshan wielding shotgun drug addict barbarian and their clone commando sniper they just picked up. Alright, now we're all jumping in, so let's go ahead and join the Discord and say hi.
Oh my god, Dennis, I can't believe you'd say that.
I can, what do you say?
Oh, I can't repeat it.
That's a lie.
Just absolutely horrid.
What did you just call me, Michael?
You fucking heard me.
Just waiting on Tyler.
He said he was going to be a bit late because of his,
I'm not waiting on Tyler.
Typical excuses.
Okay, I guess we're just going to say screw it and attack some Inquisitors then.
We are waiting.
We don't need to wait 15 minutes for our wizard. Come on. Especially the one who's on the boat now. Let's just come on.
I had him put himself on the map where he wanted to go with Heinrich.
Okay. I have Lucian with me, correct?
No,
Or was it,
Lucian's
Lambert?
swimming.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That would make logical sense. No, I have Lambert with me.
Wait, having Lambert with you does not make logical sense for attacking the boat of the Inquisitors that we're trying to save someone on? What?
No, it does. I'm saying the illogical thing is Lucian swimming.
Oh.
Just saying I'm gonna swim and climb the boat, but we already had a 45-minute conversation about that 2 days ago.
Yeah, Lucian do a swim.
Is it safe to assume we all know how to swim?
Yeah, unless you tell me otherwise, is the way I see that.
I'm just curious. No.
Remember that time where
Hey,
Kurdish couldn't read?
I don't want a repeat of Merrick
He can
teaching
read.
Boots how to swim scenario, but
I kind of
noticed.
do want that for you, though.
no,
That was great.
I would think my guy knows how to swim.
Didn't you like try to get him to doggy paddle in like a fountain?
No, I threw him in the river.
Oh, you threw him in the river.
No, you threw him in a fountain first.
Did I?
Yeah,
How many times did this happen?
twice in close succession. It was the same. It was the same session that you did both.
Yeah, that's kind of happened a few times now.
The fountain
Fire
was
real.
just so that you so that he didn't perish whenever you threw him in the actual thing.
Yeah, sounds like Merrick.
Yeah,
Does sound like
he got your
Merrick.
back though.
He did.
Oh god, that's right. You had a penis.
Yep.
Disgusting.
I like how that entire detail of him not having one just came up on the spot in one of those random, chats or whatever, in-character chats that we had during the week, in between sessions. And it just grew from there, no pun intended.
Well,
All the pun intended.
All the pun was indeed intended.
what if we eventually run into the cult of Merrick again someday? And then they're like, they have a holy relics, and like their most holy relic is his penis.
I don't think you realize, but we literally just could do that if we just go west.
You don't. They might have gone east. You don't know.
Well, I assume they would have stayed in the same place, presumably.
No, they won't spread the good word of Merrick.
I mean,
And they do want to
The
come.
good word?
you can't view directions in a 2D environment. You have to think a little bigger. They could have just went
They
down
went to space.
or
Yeah,
up.
God.
I mean, that works too, I guess.
What if they went through? They just started digging.
They built a massive dungeon we have to go clear.
Canonically, the headquarters is based in
It is based.
a valley.
Like the San Fernando Valley?
Yeah, wasn't it like something about him going down or whatever into?
Yeah,
like-
it's like a temple that was carved into the side of a canyon.
Low. That's too low. There we go.
Like, we could just go find the Cult of Merit. We don't know they exist, but we have a reason to go west, so.
I think we have a reason to not die right now. Here's our main priority.
I think that's like my
Fair
main
one.
priority, I guess.
Oh no, you're already dead.
I want the boat's ass, though.
Look, my plan is I put 30 pounds of C4 in your pockets when you were sleeping, and when you start climbing the boat, I'm gonna blow it up.
It works for me.
Wait, so we're just going full Saints Row ending with this?
Yes.
I don't actually know what the plan is. I don't know if we're saving Amelia and getting out or kicking everyone on the boat's ass.
I have a plan.
Well, seeing
I'm
as how
for kicking everyone on the boat's ass.
the dinghy is currently, what, 200 or something feet away from the main boat? I'm trying to remember because I was sticking with my
It's-
freaking Streamlabs at the time.
But it's somewhat distant. It's not yet at the boat. It's not
Okay,
like-
ergo, yeah, we just throw everyone on the boat that's not Amelia off the boat, off the dinghy, and then we just take the dinghy back. And the entire time giving the finger to Inquisitors about how I think this is the third time we fucked them over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the plan.
Why?
We
Because
might
it
wanna
sounds too
yell at
sensical?
them
It sounds like it could
anyway.
work?
Just because I think if they shot a ballista at a dinghy, it would like implode and the universe would die.
Well, you better deflect it.
I mean,
With your body.
I'm not a monk, but I can take a hit, I guess.
Don't you have a big shield?
I have a small buckler, but
Let's say,
that's not equipped, actually.
I think there was only one of us that actually used shields, and I'm pretty sure he's currently not that guy.
Nope.
You're talking about. You guys keep like talking about like this other person, but like, no, I don't know.
I remember
don't know
he
what
was
you mean.
red, he could see in the dark, he was literally like the only one that
No,
could.
no, he was always green and scaly and could still see in the dark.
I feel like that's a lie.
So
Why would I do that?
I always knew that Hugh was useful. I didn't realize how stupidly useful he was until he was gone.
Maybe that
Yeah.
turned him into a snake
He's
man.
a paladin.
Yeah, I remember that time where, you know, Talon left the party for a bit, and suddenly y'all got to find out what survival checks were about.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Don't make Lambert leave again.
The one that can actually go with the survival checks and succeed. Instead of just the, fuck you, I don't have to make survival checks. I'm a revised ranger, therefore broken as fuck.
Like, Jordan
Well,
was fine, but I like Lambert.
Yeah.
Jordan was fun. God knows what happened to him.
Well, he's probably dead now.
The man survived a ship exploding. I'd be afraid of whatever killed
And then he
him.
died 3 weeks later from liver
Alcohol
cancer.
poisoning.
Liver failure and early onset diabetes.
Yeah, it's a bad
Diabetes.
time. Hello, Matthew. I missed you.
I could actually build a diabetes thing, actually.
Drank too much, man.
He got
So-
gout.
I'm Matthew.
Hi. So I would wait for Tyler, but instead I'm not going to.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
And that's how that's happening. So he'll be fine. In any case, last time you guys pretty much wrapped up everything on the island of Ardova. You sort of formulated a general plan for what to do now that you guys had melted the altar there in the fourth shrine. Ultimately just deciding to leave and hopefully never ever return, especially not with Lucian. Kind of explored a little bit further and found that the fifth shrine, the what Gwydion had read is likely the grand temple, like the biggest, the best, most grandiose temple of Aeroth. Behind, I think it was like a 500 foot, like 500 mile radius hurricane, which was a little intimidating. So you left, understandably. After a little bit of downtime that you got at the tail end of the session, the Doge hit you guys up with, just a somewhat panic-induced call just to see if you had his daughter, and immediately pretty much just sent you guys to go and look for her. But instead of going to look for her, you just fucking knew where she was going to end up, I guess, and decided to go there and ruin all of my plans. So I'm going to go ahead and move y'all over to the map.
Oh, there's a map now.
Yeah, just like what I did on Friday. I drew a map. Now, you guys had teleported. So I think like Lucian actually was swimming. So you can like put yourself where you would be from this point, from like around to swimming.
Yeah, so I would be about 120 feet.
Okay, yeah, so you'd be pretty close.
I could spend a moxie point to go 180 feet if I need to. Let's see.
I mean, this is where you would be at 120.
120? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I'm close enough.
I think. Ish. I think that Sen had dimension doored probably with Lambert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Do
so.
the dinghy.
Wonder how many Inquisitors I can knock into water in one game. Let's find out.
So Sen, where are you and Lambert going to be?
Well, I'm not exactly sure about us fitting onto the dinghy, but the plan was to go onto the dinghy.
You definitely cannot fit on the dinghy. On the dinghy.
Well, that literally changes everything. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know what to do at this point. That's cool.
I have a slight idea.
Do you have any ideas? I would love to hear one.
Yeah, but I'm pulling from Sea of Thieves logic for it, which scares me already.
I don't have fire bombs on me.
No, drop their anchor. But I think they're already dropped. So that's kind of worthless.
They are not.
They are not.
Yeah, the two anchors are currently pulled up, and it's in the process of turning kind of towards you.
Do you want to do this?
Okay, I can
I
disable...
really want to say no, but I also just really want to do it now because I said
Okay,
it.
I'm dimension dooring Lambert and I to. I assume this is an anchor.
The two little wheels on the back are the anchors.
Okay. I'm going to
The
dimension
leg.
door us to this anchor.
The back one? Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay. All right. So you guys already have the initiative kind of set up. Poor Ophio over there is just stuck. But otherwise,
Snakes are good at swimming.
Are they?
Are they?
Yes.
I know some can.
They are
Actual snakes?
fantastic swimmers.
Yeah. Weirdly good at swimming.
Y'all never
Most
seen a
snakes
water
don't have
moccasin?
arms or legs.
I have seen
So,
snakes
he's literally
swim
faster.
super fucking fast. It's insane.
Yeah, add arms and legs on that. Super fast.
Tell that
I think it might-
to the
yeah.
coast.
They might be fast because they don't have arms or legs, but I don't know.
No.
I imagine they are more hydrodynamic.
Well, I believe it's hybrid of
How
super
far are these
elixir.
two? Oh no.
Yeah, so starting us off, I actually didn't think I would have to do this, so I'm just gonna do that, and there we go. Yeah, so Lambert, it is you first.
So is it gonna take like an action or is it a free action just to basically kick this anchor down?
Say it would probably be an action just to like get. It's like use an object sort of a thing. Like
Okay.
interact with an object.
Okay, fair. I can work with this. Okay, so for that, I will actually use my action to just drop this anchor I happen to be right next to.
Very good. It is dropped. They're pretty much just not going to be turning anymore.
Well, at least not in the direction they want to. And then I'm going to action surge and let me get some measurements out. Let's see. They are 15 feet apart. Let's see if I can angle this just right. Almost. Check. Oh yeah, I can get there without proccing opportunity. Beautiful. I'm going to cast Thunderwave on these two bastards that just happen to be literally within the range of Thunderwave.
That's acceptable. Let's roll some dice for that. It's a con save. What's the DC? Wait,
16.
Well, it's probably it's probably higher than 10, which is the highest I rolled there. So they both take 9 points of damage. Now there is a literal rail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them make dex saves, which they are not particularly good at, to see if they can latch onto the side.
Fair.
That's a solid 7. That guy is going off, and that's another actual 7. Okay, well, you're here now. So it's probably a good what? How tall is the ship?
From
Someone
the water
fucking tell
line?
me.
It's
Yeah.
at least 40 feet tall.
All right.
I was gonna say maybe 20, 30, depending
Yeah, I
on
was gonna say
how
30
loaded it is.
myself. I'm gonna roll 3 fucking dice. Yeah, that's an extra 14 point. No,
Also
that's
depends
not
on
how
what kind
to
of
read
tonnage
numbers.
it
Yeah,
has
it
in
is.
cargo.
Just it's like 3 fucking decks in there. Anyway,
Ooh.
13 additional points of damage when they hit the water. Just full fucking belly flop on there. All right. Anything else for you?
Nah, I just need to try to remember what the hell my count is for throwing Inquisitors into the drink now. I think I'm up to 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it's
I
4.
think it's probably about 4.
Yay.
All right, Ophio,
Um,
how's it going down there, buddy?
so you know how last session I said that I have a way to get onto the boat?
You did
Do
say
not. Do
that. Are you
not.
lying?
I don't have any way to get over there.
You motherfucker.
I am not very surprised by this, sadly.
So on the dock, are there like other Inquisitors and stuff around, or are we pretty like isolated on this end of it?
There are like people, but
Mhm.
but the Inquisitors seem to be just on the boat, on the boats.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Oh.
If you want, you can go like find some on the street and fight them.
You, fuck you. Kicks his
I
ass.
Just go to
had yeah. Thought about it. All right, so I need to move slightly closer.
Now Amelia is over here, and I think that they are.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, they're just out of range, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Um,
at least.
So I have a 150-foot range
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
technically I have a longbow.
Right.
So you can fuck shit up. Yeah, you can fuck shit
Longbow,
up.
butt stick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have a stick that I can throw.
That's
Very
long.
long.
Really far.
So I would like to make an attack, and we're gonna make one on this dude over here.
Alright.
What sort of armor are they wearing, by the way? They look
Full
armored.
plate. Some of them have shields. Some of them do not.
Okay. Does this guy have a shield?
That guy's definitely a great sword guy. Can't you tell?
Yeah. Cool. So let's make an attack on that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on ahead. That does hit.
Excellent. All right. So, that arrow, as it like comes closer to him, it's gonna just explode into vines and completely grasp him.
Nice.
So.
Shit, he's grass.
Oh, there's no save on this?
Wait,
Wow,
what?
that's some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, no, they have to make a check to get out.
Okay.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's
Seems
neat.
fine to me.
I didn't realize that. All right, he gets some damage. So he also gets some poison damage.
All right. So that's good. 18 points of damage.
And now his movement's reduced by 10, and every time he moves 1 foot, he takes 2d6.
Oh shit.
Neat. Okay. And then I'm going to make an attack against the guy next to him, the blue dot there, which I'm just in range for.
Oh fuck! You have a long range of 600, anyways. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue man, right there.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. I want to sorry, I have shit to do. Yeah, so this one's gonna be a menacing attack. So he needs to make a wisdom save for me, please.
Okay. That is a 19.
Okay, he passes.
Still takes the damage though.
And then I'm going to burst. So that will give me another round of attacks.
Yep.
We're gonna attack the guy to the next of him, which I am out of short range for, so it's at disadvantage.
Damn.
Is not going to hit.
Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to curve that arrow to
Okay.
the guy next to him,
Okay.
which means I get to make another attack on it. But I think this is just a straight roll for that. Weird. 15.
Sense not going to hit.
Cool. And then
So red is shields and blue is great swords.
okay, yeah,
I don't know if you can see those.
I
assume
can see the dots. Yeah. So I have one more attack, which I'm gonna lob at the dude again.
Yes. That one will do it.
Great. Okay, cool. So I need him to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma, you say? All right, that's a 10.
He is banished.
Right,
He's bad.
Until when?
End of its next turn.
End of its next turn.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. All right.
Yeah, so like that bolt lobs and like huge high arc, and like just engulfs with a big fucking mouth and just envelops him, and he's gone.
Oh shit, he's dead.
I used a lot of resources. And then I'm just gonna stand there. It's fine.
Okay. Now Gwydion has told me what he plans on doing.
Ah. Did it just get quieter in here, or is that just me? Oh, apparently Discord's starting to shit a brick.
What was that? No.
There we go. Okay.
Apparently that happened to everyone.
Yeah, Discord
Yeah,
apparently
it-
decided to just reset suddenly. So, I'm assuming casted a wall of some sort, and then something else happened.
Yeah. He cast Wall of Force to block off the top ballista.
Nice.
Then at the end of Tandor's turn, he appears suddenly. Lair action time, because we actually have people on the boat. I need Sen and Lambert to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Ooh, okay. Got you 20.
That'll be a pass, and that'll be a fail.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
That's
Okay.
far better.
You both pass now.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Hey, buddy.
Fuck me.
You both take 7 points of radiant damage as where you're like right beneath your feet, suddenly a glyph that just kind of almost appears out of nowhere, but like slowly starts to like glow beneath you. Suddenly explodes with radiant force, but you manage to mitigate the effects of it somewhat. Next. You guys see that there's like an elevator shaft sort of thing at the center of the ship that's like connected along the rigging between the masts, and you see some of those pulleys going, and out from the middle deck.
What?
Motherfucker.
What?
So, Dennis, I'm going to
What?
apologize right now if I end up throwing your character into the water twice in the same game.
I come back to this?
Yep.
I'm gonna
What the
burn
fuck?
that.
That's a slightly bigger ballista. That could be a problem.
It's a big ballista.
That's like Game of
it's
Thrones
like-
killing Dragon Ballista.
Wait, that
It's the bolt, the massive like spear-like bolt is connected to the base by a long chain. Crazy. I need Lambert, if you wouldn't mind too terribly, and also if you would mind too terribly, both of those things, to make me a deception check, please.
a deception check. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Interesting. That's a 12. Why am I
That's
there?
a failure. Leliana
Oh, fuck, that's right. God
pulls
damn
out
it.
her hand crossbow and shoots you in the fucking face.
Oh, I forgot Leliana's bullshit because it's been so long.
Yep.
That is going to be a 27.
I'm upset because Dennis never rolled that well with Leliana. That hits.
I know.
This is gonna hurt.
A little bit. That's 28 points of piercing damage and 1 point of force damage.
Ow.
She like after the bolt is shot, she smiles at you. Been a while, and she does it a fucking again.
Well,
That's
fuck.
a natural 20.
Well, fuck.
What the fuck?
It's okay. There's no chance this could hurt anywhere near as badly as the first one.
That's going to be 11 points of piercing and 6 points of force.
I was right. It still hurts like hell, but it didn't hurt nearly as badly.
Not nearly as badly.
Also,
Uh,
fuck.
Rogues. Next, it is. Well, she has bonus action.
Isn't that
she
what
don't
the
use-
second attack
No,
was?
You know what? No,
I thought that was the double penetrator thing.
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's the Inquisitor's turn. So a couple of things happen.
Oh god.
First things first. these guys over on this end are all going to fire their ballista. They all hit a wall of force.
Yes.
From the lower deck, there are a bunch of like little windows that open up, and there are 5 more ballista on the second deck still aimed at you. So we are going to roll for those.
How tall is a wall of force?
10 feet.
10 feet by 10 feet. So
Balls.
it's enough to like, yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have an attack on all right, this one's gonna be on Gwydion. It's a 16.
I will cast shield.
All right, another one on you. That's only a 10. One on Heinrich. It's a 20.
That misses.
All right, that's going to be 15 points of damage, and you're lucky I didn't add on more for lying. We're going to shoot you again. It's a 21.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 27 points of piercing
Jesus
damage.
Christ.
Holy shit. And then one on Lucian.
What the fuck? Yeah.
That's a 9.
Oh, well, that doesn't hit.
No. No, it does not.
What the hell's going on here?
Let's see. Now... There's still some shit. That's just the ballista. So let's start with the guys that currently are over beside Amelia. The guy with the great sword is going to come down and try to make a swing at Gwydion. That is it's only a 21. Does that hit?
That barely hits.
Barely hits. All right. Let's see. Are you a changeling?
No.
Are you sure?
Thank you for asking.
13
Imagine he
points.
was.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. You take 13 points of slashing damage, as well as 3 points of radiant damage. And he's going to try for it again. That's only a 14.
Nah.
That's funny. There's no point. Yeah, this guy, the other guy, got the long sword. He like waves his hand over his sword, and like there are some like sigils appearing around it. And after he's done incanting, he's going to take a swing at Gwydion. That's a 19.
Nope.
That's a fucking 14.
No.
All right. You do notice that those sigils are still on his sword. Greatsword guy is going to like reach his hand out towards Lucian. I need him to make me a Constitution saving throw.
He will do that. If the character sheet would load, just give her a minute here. And by a minute, I mean right now. 17.
All right, you kind of feel like a wave of lethargy, like kind of wash over you, but it fades very quickly.
Fucking trying to slow me down. What a jerk.
Basically, yeah. So let's just take a look at what these other guys, the guys on the ship, do. I got a feeling this is probably going to happen.
God damn it. That's exactly what I was afraid would might happen.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. That's gonna be a 26 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
What?
It's fine.
Is it?
You
Everything's
take
gonna be
23
fine.
points of piercing damage, and you are grappled by the massive chain now emblazoned in like through your chest. Missed some vital stuff, but like it's still in
It's
there.
in there, and it hurts.
Not pleasant.
Fuck? He's fucking dead.
Fine.
Nah, just managed to just slip right between the heart and the lungs. I'm still standing. I may not be standing for much longer.
Why did
Little
we get
bit
on
of-
the boat?
A little bit of internal bleeding never hurt nobody.
I mean, to be fair, I was thinking more so on disrupting them here while you guys took care of the dinghy. My plan thus far has been working. They are very much distracted here.
We'll remember your sacrifice, Lambert.
You know what? I think they might actually just dash.
Oh, I'm okay with this.
I do need Lambert and Sen both to make con saves for me, though.
I am okay with this. I am okay with this.
All right, yeah, you both pass. Actually, Sen, if you could make me another one,
Why?
because there's another
Oh.
guy up here. That's
Cool.
As they're rushing up towards you, like some sigils appear to like sort of form themselves, like almost like emblazoned into your like your armor and like your body. And although like most of them don't take hold, whenever this guy up top does it, Sen, you feel this like lethargy wash over you, and your speed is halved for 1 minute. You can make another save at the end of your turns. Now that was a lot, but I think that's everyone. So Heinrich, it is your turn.
Just a little recap. These things next to me and Gwydion are enemies, correct?
Yeah, the armored ones. The one in the
okay.
in the center is Amelia, who you are trying to save presently.
And what are we?
I mean, I
standing-
don't know what you want to do, but like,
what are we standing on?
you are swimming.
Oh, we're in the water. Okay.
Yeah,
How deep is the water?
it's the ocean.
Good. Alright. Will my spell get through the wall of force?
It will not. Well, it depends on the spell, actually.
Eldritch Blast.
It will not.
That will not.
Titty sprinkles. Okay. But you said there's a bottom row of ballista,
Yeah,
but there's no. It's just a ballista, right? Not an open area like the top deck, right? Like just
yeah.
like
It's
a
it's
little
like
window.
it's an interior deck with like a window with a ballista pointed out of it.
All right. No, there goes that.
You can shoot the ballista.
And
Whether or
these
not
guys
that's worth
are
it is up
book.
to you.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the. What is the red and? I'm sorry, the red and blue icons next to us.
Red is sword and shield. Blue is great sword.
Oh, okay. The sword and shield. No, the great sword one. I'll shoot with Eldritch Blast first.
Okay.
Hopefully using Grasp of Hadar with it.
Is going to miss.
Now, if I shoot it again, I can still declare Grasp of Hadar since it didn't connect.
I believe it's just once on your turn is what. Yeah.
Once when you hit. All right, so since I didn't hit. Okay.
Once when you hit per
All
turn.
right, so I'll shoot him again. Fuck you, Klaus.
I don't think it was Liliana that kept missing those shots. I think it might just be.
I know.
It's my mouse.
Dennis is doing it. Give him a low roll.
I'm going to go dive underwater.
Fair.
Hold my breath. for the 6 seconds till my next turn.
Okay. Uh,
And that would be it.
you are blue now. What? Zen.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
So, sorry. I am going to cast Shatter at the 5th level,
I like where this is going.
and I'm going to cast it, like here.
I didn't see where.
Here, and it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I guess both of them. And the Ballista. Maybe not that Ballista, but eh.
well, it depends on where the ballista technically are. If this doesn't get them, then I'd move it like here.
Fair.
It just depends on what block is the ballista.
It doesn't really matter. You're targeting both these guys and the ballista. That's fine.
That's my intention, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Inquisitors are going to roll their con saves. They both fail, and I believe objects take double damage. Is that the thing, or do they just
I
take?
think it's disadvantage for Shatter. Non-magical item worn or carried also takes damage as an air spell. Nah, it just takes damage apparently.
Okay.
Huh.
They take damage, but they are not broken yet. But they are worth for wear. I would say that much. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna inspire Lambert.
That seems fair.
I may need it.
Yeah, you also shouldn't have ran the fuck away from me.
Well,
I
you
have
know.
other things to deal with.
It's fine.
Also, we have 2 less Inquisitors to deal with because of what I did.
Yep.
That's
my
alright.
turn.
Lucian.
Lucian is going to swim 50 feet over to this spot,
Okay.
and he's going to cast Wall of Fire right along here.
Oh,
Do you
shit.
have to be able to see to
I do not.
cast qualify?
He's
All right.
within range that is on a surface.
How long is that?
60 feet. It is 10 feet tall and 1 foot wide. So all 5 of these guys need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
A damn second. So this is what 60 feet looks like.
That's 45 feet.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
60 feet's a little bit longer.
Okay, let's try this again because I might have counted wrong. 2,
I'm
3.
using the ruler tool and it counts for me.
Right, but like, I mean, if you're looking, this is a 60-foot line. This is what 60 feet looks like.
It looks like it's longer diagonally than horizontally because 5e doesn't account for like hypotenuse and Pythagorean math.
This is what 60 feet looks like.
But this is also 60 feet.
You know,
I mean, we did it for my Wall of Force. I figured we could do it for this. That's just how 5e rules it.
I drew a 100-foot long box and then rotated it for the Wall of Force as well.
Oh, well,
Oh, that's why it's only 75 feet.
It's 100 feet, I promise.
Weird.
Okay, then hold on. So how am I measuring? How do I measure this then?
Okay, I will give you control of the box. Because this is the box.
I don't have control of anything.
Yeah, I can't really give you control of the box.
Okay.
But this is likely the best you could do with it.
So
You
I'll just hit
alternatively-
these assholes, I guess.
Or you could probably get, like, trade this one over here for that one over there, if that's something you wanted to do.
Let's see. As long as it hits these 4 dudes and then Liliana's within 10 feet of the wall, yeah, I think that's fine, I guess.
That'll work.
I suppose. So I need 4 dexterity saving throws.
Right, because it's just the ones. Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're right. 9. Natural 1. A 20 from... No, actually, it's probably higher than that for Tander.
Oh man, that was no damage.
It's a 28 for Tander, actually. That's Liliana. Fuck, shit. Yeah, 20 for Tandor. Either way. Fucking 4. That one's an 18, actually.
Nice.
Okay. This is DC 17. I don't know why it says 16. All the spells are 17.
Either way, the only one that succeeded was Tandor. So 14. Oh, actually. So everyone else takes the damage, and that's it. It's just they take the damage, or they
Yeah, they just take damage.
Yo.
okay. All right. And then Liliana, unless she moves next turn. Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
I guess I will dig deep to get my resistances, and I think that's about all I can do.
All right, Lambert. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I've had better days. That said, so what's holding up this platform currently?
Some, bunch of ropes.
And if one were to happen get struck with a firebolt, what would happen?
Rope probably one of the ropes would probably burst.
That's it. The
So,
platform would still manage to stay there.
It depends, right? So like there are like a bunch of different ropes that are like connecting it through there. So like it's like a big like meaty like chunk of rope there. I would say high enough damage for sure. Probably one shot would be enough to weaken it. I would say, at the very least. Which might make like, if you step on it, bad things happen sort of a situation. But one shot could do it.
Okay.
Up to you.
I don't know. I'm just looking at options. First things first, in order to do that anywhere near effectively, I need to not have this man next to me and not be grappled. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Sucks. Yeah.
I mean, it does, but we have solutions.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the thing in your chest is not magic, so
Actually, I need to measure
doesn't have
something
anything
quick.
to stay with you.
Actually, isn't freaking Firebolt got that stupid range? It does have that stupid range. All right. So,
Yeah.
gonna
good point.
vamp over here for Sen's, I hope, escape plan, and then I'm gonna attempt to... Actually, I'm gonna get one more back, just so I'm not in the melee immediately. And we're going to attempt to Firebolt that poor rope that has a way too much weight bearing on it. I'm gonna try to lighten the load a little bit. God willing, I will.
Oh, so kind of you.
Or I can just roll a 1 and just go fuck myself. That works too.
Unfortunately,
inspiration.
that is not going to hit.
I do have inspiration. Not that it matters. That's a 1. That doesn't
No,
work.
it is a natural 1. Unfortunately,
Well,
that blows. I'm sorry.
yep. It was a cool idea though, and at least I'm not grappled anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, that's a big turn in that regard.
Yeah, that's all I got, sadly.
Rufio. Hey, buddy. You're muted.
Uh-huh.
No, you're. Yeah.
So I'm watching all sorts of shit happening over there.
Yes.
And
A bunch of walls appear from nowhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an arrow out of his quiver and dump it in a thing of poison, and just lob it at the dude without the shield on the boat.
Okay.
On the dinghy, sorry. So closest thing to me.
That for some reason is what my brain registered with that.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's a boat, it's not a ship. I don't have disadvantage on this one.
Well, 21 hits. If that is indeed the case.
All right.
Oh shit! That's gonna be a con save, isn't it?
Yeah, I pushed the wrong button. Let's use this one instead. We'll just roll the damage on that.
That's fine. So he did pass the save, so I think that's half damage.
No damage.
No damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it's a 22.
But I'm also gonna expend a superiority die.
Ooh.
To do pushing attack.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. Is it a strength or is it a con?
Strength save.
Yeah, it's a 12.
So 15 feet away from me, he gets pushed.
Are you a little bit to his right or to his left? It looks like you're a little bit to his right.
I think I'm a little bit to his right.
Yep.
This looks about right.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa!
I would say it looks left.
I do get to add the damage too.
Yes. All right.
And then we're gonna follow it up with a second attack against the shield bro on the dinghy.
Okay. You know, I forgot to move the shield up or the boat up, but I'll do that soon. Oh shit! Yeah, that'll do that.
Excellent. All right, he needs to make me a strength save, as I'm gonna push him as well.
21.
Well, he passes. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Gwydion.
Oh, well, Gwydion is going to hop up on the boat.
There's space for that now.
Yes. What is Amelia's status? Is she conscious?
No.
No. Oh, I guess I have to look up a rule now. Is a conscious creature willing? That's like...
I don't think
take that out of context. Let's see. One willing creature. Damn. Okay, that makes things a little bit harder.
That's what Bill Cosby said.
I'll just stand.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna briefly stand over her space, and this other guy, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave on him.
That's fine. That's a 13.
He fails. He's knocked off the boat. It takes 11 damage.
Wait, isn't the other dude in range of that?
Yes, him as well.
That's a fucking 6.
He takes other damage. Is also pushed farther away. 10 feet. Well, I'll get over here now and this thing is, I mean, yeah, no one's driving it anymore.
Well, shit.
How fast does this thing go with one person or two people if Heinrich wants to help? I don't know. I could probably just leave her, and nothing would be fine.
Just leave her for dead.
I mean, I can let her stay here because no one's gonna kill her while she's unconscious, and I can deal with these two dudes.
It goes 20 feet around.
Okay.
With one person at the oar.
I need a way to wake her up. God damn it.
Can't wake up.
You could cast Slap.
I imagine it takes like an action to wake someone unconscious, and I've already used my action, so that's my turn.
Okay. So Tandor is not crazy. He sees that there's a wall of fire.
Oh yeah.
What? No way. You're telling me he doesn't stay in the wall of fire?
Surprisingly, yes.
That's weird.
What I am saying. Shit. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. He's gonna move. He's gonna start by moving. That's a good start for a thing. So he's gonna move like here.
Okay.
Ish. Now here's a thing.
What a cringer, in my opinion. What
I
a
don't know what. I'm not 7 years old. I don't speak your language.
He's a little bitch, man.
You
There
know,
we go.
bibbidi bobbidi
This is
boo.
too far, and I don't like it.
Is this just smooth, each creature in the area who sees the I don't see why this wouldn't work.
He'd be a murderer if he didn't.
Yeah, or a dick. Could be that too.
Yeah, he's got priorities though. All right, I need Heinrich and Gwydion to make me wisdom saving throws. Gwydion, you have advantage.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
Heinrich.
Okay. So Gwydion, suddenly a bunch of like swirling patterns of radiant light appear all around you, and you become incapacitated.
That's anti-good.
Heinrich, on the other hand, passed to save. So that is a hypnotic pattern.
Wait a second. Only I can use those.
No. To that degree, actually, Sen, I need you to make me a deception check.
Okay.
You should be far better at those than I am.
After casting a spell, Tandor looks over towards you, and like you feel his eyes like sink into you, and like you feel like he knows more about you than he should based on just that one look. Like there's
With a 19?
he rolled a 28.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Oh, that's right. Contested shit.
You rolled a 19 by rolling a 6, Nathan. I don't want to hear it.
What's your point?
That's a fair point.
Now I am going.
Campaign 6, I'm gonna be a rogue.
Yeah, I know.
I called dibs on rogue next.
Another sigil appears out of nowhere. Around in between Sin and Lambert. But when it flashes, nothing immediately seems to happen until you notice that the world got a lot quieter.
Uh-oh.
Oh lord, that complicates a few things.
So that little orb there has been silenced. It's Liliana's turn.
I remember when she was our friend.
Was she ever our friend?
No.
Yes.
It depends on what you.
Who are you to say?
The creator.
Whatever.
You know what?
You
Bonus action
betrayed
dash.
me.
Lambert, you're
Yes,
getting shot.
of course I am.
That's only a 12.
Oh, good. Because, fun fact, fucking shield has a vocal component.
Oh shit. Wait, no.
It does.
Okay. Well,
I just went through my spell list. I literally have one spell I could cast, and it's a shitty cantrip. That's not going to do any good right now.
How's a 19 treat you?
Thankfully, still fucking misses.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Very.
Well, she used her bonus action to dash, so that's gonna be it for her. She might use the rest of her movement to like take a step back. It's the Inquisitor's turn. I don't know. Fuck it. They're gonna go after Heinrich. They have
But
disadvantage.
I'm underwater, man.
So are they.
Yeah, and they have disadvantage because you're underwater.
They should have nothing. Okay.
Well, whatever. That's does an 11 hit you?
No.
How about a 17?
What kind of underwater? I thought this was like the Hudson River. I can't see.
I roll.
The Hudson River. 2 years ago.
It's the Bay, man. Okay, are you a changeling?
Last time I checked, polymorph did not make me be considered a changeling.
Fair. That is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh yeah.
And the other guy is also going to attack you with disadvantage. The first one is a miss. Second one is a miss. Unless your AC is 9.
Oh no.
Are you a
Is it
zombie?
9?
Are you a zombie?
Answer the question.
I'm not a zombie. No, why would I be a zombie?
Why would you be a changeling?
Why is the rum always gone?
Why would you be a changeling?
Where would all the rum go?
Why would you prevent forest fires?
All right, Lucian, can I get you to make me a con save for me?
I mean, I can do it. It's a 25.
All right, yeah, you're fine. The guy at the big ballista is using his action to reel back the bolt. Shit. Okay, yeah. So this is what we got now. Oh, what happened? All right. So, Lambert.
Yeah, I am he who is fucked. I mean, I'm Lambert. How's it going?
It's pretty good. 23 to hit.
That would definitely be a hit. Yeah, that'd be a hit.
Are you a changeling?
Thank God, no. Well, actually, I'm not sure myself anymore.
You're not. 12 points of slashing damage
Done.
as the longsword pulls into you, and 3 points of radiant.
Okay, that actually gets through and hurts a little bit.
And he's going to try to do it again. It's 19, so I think that one misses.
Thank God, yes.
Then we're going to have some great sword fun. That's what we used to call it. It's great sword fun. This is going to be good, I think. Let's see. Sen, does a 24 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
You actually have a ring that makes it to where it doesn't matter that you're a changeling. You are immune to the silver of their swords. So you're lucky, at least on that end. You take 13 points of slashing and 3 points of radiant damage.
13 and 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
All right. That's going to be another 13 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then the other great sword man is also going to hit you.
Mhm.
Try to, at least. So that's a 24 and a 15 to hit.
Yes and yes.
Damn. That's another 13 points of damage on the first one. And I can't do math. That's 9 points of damage on the second one. And now we got 5 ballista on the bottom deck. They can't hit Heinrich. They can hit Gwydion, though.
They can hit Gwydion.
Fuck it. Try me.
You might be in danger.
They will.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's a 24.
That hits. But now I am no longer incapacitated.
Right. But you take 21 points of piercing damage.
Boy, I don't want that to happen again.
Ouch.
All right. Does a 20 hit you?
Not if I freaking cast shield.
All right.
Howard.
13.
Nope.
23.
Yes.
That one's only 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I should be making. I need to make a con save for that first one. For that other hit. I guess I need to make 2 con saves. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Last one is a 17, so that one's going to miss as well.
Augie is.
Heinrich.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. I was just reading stats on creature.
Oh, you know what? Actually, like, these guys would have moved as well, and I just didn't even think about it. Sorry. You keep doing what you're doing. Actually, you probably stay there.
Okay. Question. These guys aren't heavy armor, but they're still able to swim?
Yes.
Okay. And they're the only ones on this side of the ship that are in the water. Okay. Follow-up question. That one moment when we had sharks attacking us, what kind of shark were they?
Well, you had hunter sharks and a giant shark.
Perfect. So I would have seen one. Okay. I will polymorph myself into a giant shark.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh, Gwydion.
Do you have a stat block for that? Because I got one over here for you. I can send.
Yeah, I got one pulled up from the whatever that I tab is that on Roll20.
All right, good. In that case, you become huge, right? So
Oh god, don't capsize me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a huge. That looks weird. Just the wand is the fin, and then just come out of the water.
That
But yeah,
blood frenzy ability. That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
It's
But now
real
that
good.
is my action, so I can't attack this turn, correct?
Yes, that is the case.
Okay. Then I guess that'll be all I can do for now. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
What is my? Well, I mean, I can't. I'm gonna stay here to, take the hits and stuff. Just what is my hit points? We're using that average number.
Yeah. So it'd be 126. 126. All right, Sen.
Yeah, Dimension Door, Lambert and I.
Can you?
Does it have a vocal component? I don't fucking remember myself.
I like 99%.
It is only vocal.
Yeah,
Cannot
so
do that.
Cool.
yeah, that's a no-go. That said, though, if
So
you can
many
risk it
arrows.
and somehow get on the other side of me outside,
Oh god.
With 3 attacks,
It would be only 2.
I didn't say I wasn't risky as fuck. All sales. I mean, we could just disengage and book it.
I'll be right back.
Does jumping overboard help?
I mean, that was my idea. Like, worst
Can
case
charmed
scenario.
creatures attack me?
Can what?
If I charm someone, can they attack me still?
Pretty sure they can't.
No, they can't.
Oh, they cannot.
Okay.
But how are you planning on charming someone? Because
With
if it's
hypnotic
spell,
pattern.
does hypnotic pattern?
It's not vocal.
As long as it's not vocal, you
It's
can cast.
you're right. It is not vocal.
It's
Oh.
one of my like 4 non-vocal spells.
You have those?
I have a couple. There's a few times where she doesn't feel like singing.
Yeah, that's true.
Hypnotic pattern do be non-vocal,
Do be hypnotic though.
and it do incapacitate people.
It do.
I do believe it has friendly fire. Yeah,
I thought it was shoot, but I
it says
don't
each creature.
It is each creature that can see. So the best you could probably do is this.
You will hit yourself, or not. If you, I guess you can avoid hitting yourself if you're that one guy.
You'd probably take one if you like one attack of opportunity if you move out of range of this, but like you can get all of these guys with a chance at least.
Yeah.
And fuck it. No, I'm running. I'm running to the other side of Lambert.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't do it.
So we got 2 great sword attacks on you.
Oh boy.
The first one is a 13.
Let's miss.
Oh shit! What? People can miss sin?
What?
It's unheard of.
The second one is a 22.
Okay, well,
There we go. That's the number we're expecting.
That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
If it's a non-zero number, it hits then. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. They only have 2 attacks against you.
Okay. Dimension door, Lambert. We're back up
Oh.
here.
I'm okay with this.
yeah.
You move where you're going, and I will move Lambert.
When you choose a range. Okay.
Hello, Opio. What? Blood spits out of my mouth.
Do not go on that boat. Bad things.
Oh, I thought you were dead.
Nearly. We ran into an old friend.
Have you been here the whole time?
I don't have any way to get across the water.
You're a snake. And I'm going to Bardically Inspire Lambert.
I appreciate. I hurt everywhere.
We
he's
might
already
need this temp.
Oh, I am inspired already though, and I haven't used it.
Fine, I'm gonna inspire Ophio. With my insults, I'll inspire Ophio, and that'll give both of us 6 temp HP, just in case. And that's it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Lucian.
All right.
Shit.
I'm going to cast a fireball that's going to hit all of these fuckers. So on this point. And I do not have to see it in order to cast.
You.
It's just a point
Yeah.
within range.
I know that's true. That does seem a little bullshit. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And how high are the sails? Because if they're within 20 feet, they'll also catch fire.
Let me tell you, it probably does not matter that much.
Okay.
Not nearly as much as you think it would.
All of this shit is burning and on fire, and these people take damage, and just anybody in that range. And I will roll the fireball. It has a DC 17. I can't fix it. I don't know why not.
Pass.
It's pretty
Fail. Fail.
good. Does not deal.
Fail. Yeah. Liliana does not take any damage.
Okay.
Just so you know.
I figured, evasion, but yeah, it'll basically hit all of these assholes.
All right, so that's gonna be. So most of them ended up passing, but a couple of them did end up failing.
So 33 to those who fail, and like 16 to everyone who passes.
All right, I have done the thing.
All right, the thing has been done. And as my bonus action, I will go ahead and brace up to get some temporary hit points.
Okay.
Bow. 14.
Lambert, it is your turn.
Fantastic. Sadly, my optimal plans are kind of out the window now because fuck. Well, definitely for a bonus action, this. Gonna feel better.
Good call.
Because I was hurting. I was hurting a lot. And that's all I really got. I got nothing at the moment for bullshit long ranges. I'm not Talon anymore.
All right. In that case, I guess it's Ophio's turn.
Yeah, gonna use a bonus action to dip an arrow in some poison and lob it at one of the dudes, I guess in the water next to Heinrich. The one on his left there.
Sounds good to me. That is not going to hit.
Balls. And we'll do the same thing for the guy next to him. Just not
Okay.
poisoned.
That is also not going to hit. Because that one's the shield one.
Right. Cool, my turn's done. Are
Gideon!
you okay? You seem like you're not dead. But struggling.
Man.
Wait, I got inspired. What's your inspiration now?
It's
It's 8. 2-8, take the highest. Let me save you the trouble. Their AC is 20, they're full plate and shield. So, yeah,
Ha!
Nice.
very good. Still
Very done.
alive, but that's good. Right.
So, moving the boat, is that an action or just a movement?
I would say it is your movement if you have the oar in your hand.
Picking up the oar, what does that count as?
That's just you pick up the oar
Pick up
But
the
it's-
oar.
in your hand while you're moving, so you just have one less free hand or two less free.
Okay. Well, before I do that, then, I will drop Wall of Force and create a new Wall of Force, fucking directly in front of me, between me and all the other ballistae.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I can make it. I can make it like a 90-degree angle here, like this as well. Just like, or
Right, because that.
or like this,
makes-
protecting me from like the
that'd be-
dudes, like a little box as well. Straight like a little box for me to navigate through.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, something like that.
So
It's supposed to be on corner. So yeah,
6,
yeah, with this.
7, 8, 9, 10. Be
Yes.
about like. Well, I guess this one's actually a little bit too long, but this is the basic idea.
All right, pick up the oar and I'm going to start steering back to shore.
All right.
Get me out of here.
Oh, it moves.
Get me out of here.
There you
Rotate.
are.
Steer.
Yeah. I mean, the rotating actually does take movement,
That's
and it's
fine.
but like
You're
That's
safe
fine.
now.
Yes, I'm relatively safe.
indeed. So here's something that Tandor is gonna do. Really? That's insane. Okay. So Tandor is just going to fucking fly?
God damn it.
Did he just pass through my wall of flames?
He flew over it.
That's cringe.
He's going to look down on Gwydion.
Well,
Which actually, Gwydion, you like take a look up and you notice that his boots have little wings on the side that are currently like flapping.
How silly.
You would have a
It's
fit.
a little, but let's be honest, it's kind of better that way. So he's just going to look down and say, "And where do you think you're going with my prisoner?"
Well, I point towards the docks.
Freaking smart ass.
Scrub.
I'm afraid I can't exactly allow that to happen.
I will not regret this whatsoever. Well, what's he gonna do? Unless he uses action to cast fly. But I feel like he didn't.
He did not. It is not a thing you need to do with this magic item. I thought it was a bonus action. It is just not.
Oh, well, double fuck.
Unless you guys get it, in which case, pretty good.
Kill his ass.
That gave me an idea.
The thing is, he does have more movement with this, I think.
Yeah, well, what the fuck is he gonna do, huh? He's gonna get his ass kicked. That's what he's gonna do.
No, he doesn't.
No
have
way in hell I'm
movement.
reaching that.
Okay. Oh shit! You know what he's gonna do?
What?
Yeah.
He suddenly teleports directly beside Gwydion and end his turn.
Interesting.
This bitch better get fucked up.
He did dash over to you.
Okay.
It's Liliana's turn. It's the Inquisitor's turn. Let's see. What's the range of a ballista?
It's got to be a little bit.
It's gotta be a little bit.
Like 20
Oh.
feet.
I'd say, yeah, 20, maybe 30 feet.
110,000.
I can't quite see where that
You
line
know, maybe
is.
like 150.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're just gonna take the shot with disadvantage.
Okay.
Sen, does a 15 hit you?
Yes, a 15 hits.
Oh my god, no.
Any partial cover?
You take 16 points of damage.
Guys, I'm still alive.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. Yeah, okay. You got a few more shots in you, probably, maybe, perhaps.
I thought she could take like 7 more ballista shots.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
take
in her name.
one.
Senvin.
Don't make me try to. I mean, obviously, like the ones on the bottom deck are trying to hit Gwydion and it's bouncing off the wall of force. So now they know the wall of force is there.
Get fucked.
I need Lucian to make me a fucking con save.
I mean, I'll make a con save. A 25.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you made a con save.
Yeah.
What am I doing to you?
And now we deal with the sharks.
What?
I thought there was only one.
Oh, it's alright. No, now they deal with the one shark.
Okay.
You
Alright.
fucking
one
scared the
big
shit out of
shark.
me.
Yep,
Just,
there's
I just
more.
put my.
Come to sharks.
I was going to leave. I put my headphones
Great.
back on because I heard sharks.
Great sword, man. That's a 13.
What does a shark's AC?
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is the shark a changeling?
He is actually. He just changed from a human to a fucking shark.
You don't, trust me, you don't want that. That's going to be 15 points of slashing damage and 3 radiant damage, and then he's going to try to hit you again.
8, Okay.
So that's a 24. The being under the water avoided a natural 20 there. You only take 7 points of slashing damage on that one.
Okay.
The other one is also saving.
Is it robotic for anyone or just?
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
that was just me
robotic
for a minute.
thing.
Probably.
Beep boop.
Man, Discord's just shitting a brick today.
Damage.
I am Mr. Roboto.
Mike, we can't understand you, bro.
What happened?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
It's my fault.
Mr. Roboto.
What I miss?
Mike turned into a robot.
nothing.
Robot.
I'm curious how the shark does not have like a rough skin type ability thing where, you know, the attacker takes damage or something if it's melee.
Silence, Dennis.
You know, I agree, because shark skin is like super fucking rough, but like, whatever, I guess.
It's really not that rough.
Tell that to Sharkpedo or whatever that fucking Pokemon's name is, that every time I would attack it, I would take damage from it.
Yeah, but that's a Pokemon.
I mean,
That's where I get my natural facts from.
oh yeah, my bad.
Shark Week means nothing when I played Pokemon.
Shark Week. Ooh,
Yeah,
Survive a
The shark
tornado.
skin is so
survive
rough
anything.
that contact with it can injure prey.
I mean it depends on the type of shark as well, right? Like so.
I guess it
some
does.
sharks are only about 1 foot long.
Well, what kind of fucking shark is a giant shark?
I don't know.
Great white. Let's look at great white skin.
Hold on, okay. Well, yeah, they have like those little teeth, weird fucking scaly shit.
I mean, denticles. All sharks are gonna have denticles. Actually, that's not true. Some sharks don't have denticles.
That are more like teeth than fish.
Wait,
skin.
what?
So presumably denticles would be rough. They're more
I
like
thought-
teeth than shark
Are you
skin.
saying
Oh.
tentacles? Because
No,
what?
denticles. Denticles.
The
What's a
fuck is-
denticle?
Yeah, what's a denticle?
Is that like when something looks like another thing?
Is that
No,
like
that's
a tentacle with
identical.
teeth?
It doesn't.
It's-
It's like the page doesn't say anything about them other than their denticles. But
That-
It's
that just looks like
denticles
it's
are
a-
just they're overlapping tooth-like. Visually, they look like teeth that are overlapping, but it's just their scales.
like as far as I can find, it seems like bumping into a shark can injure you because of the denticles.
No, it might like
bumping up,
give you
bumping
a
into
slight scrape.
anything.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
kind. It's
injury.
like a texture of sandpaper.
Like not even rough sandpaper. Hold on.
Which may result in lacerations and abrasions. So,
Yeah, because they're fucking moving quick.
how much it hurts, who knows? But
Okay.
weirdly, there's not that much on shark. Okay.
Just-
There's got to be. I need like a video of somebody doing it to themselves.
Right.
For science, yeah.
The poor son
Shark
of a bitch
wrestling.
said shark wrestling. Why not?
Skin is the basis of teeth formation for all modern day animals. That doesn't mean anything. Should go head to tail. Okay, right. So that makes sense.
Of how this became a
Oh my
biology
God.
discussion about sharks, just because we're waiting for Michael to come back.
Okay, MythBusters did a thing on this.
Just wait till he
kidding,
comes
really?
Oh my
back.
god, did they? Hold on.
I have a
MythBusters did a thing
visual-
on this.
I have a visual question for him when he comes back about my shark.
Hello!
Shark skin sand.
Okay,
Here you go.
so
Okay. Alright. Sorry, we're busy, Michael. Hold on.
We
Shark
looked
Week.
up some interesting stuff about sharks.
well, too bad. This shark is taking an additional 9 points of slashing damage.
The fuck? I thought these guys had this advantage.
They do. This will
He rolled this one rolled a nat 20 and then a 19 to hit.
So, you said 9, right?
Yes, 9 slashing, 3 radiant, and
All Wow, good thing I fucking transformed.
5 reduced to 3 points of fire damage, and you are on fire in the water.
For all the good that does.
Yeah. See, so he cast Searing Smite way back in like the first round and has not hit anybody since. So, Daring Smite. He's also going to try to hit you again. Natural 1. So there. that's being under the water.
I'd bite his head off.
Speaking of Heinrich.
Okay. Question. You know how we discussed with my spider polymorph, it has those tentacles as a visual thing?
Yeah.
Do all of my polymorphs have that? Because I would really like, just for visual reference, a shark with tentacles inside its mouth.
Sure. I see no reason why not.
God, that strip color out space bullshit. Jesus.
I love it.
I know. That's amazing. But I will, however, say, these guys are injured or took damage?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. So they get frenzied. Where are the stats? Here we go. Okay, so I'll attack the... Who's the Searing Smite one? Red?
On the right.
Alright, I'll attack him with Bite, so that's +9 to hit, and with advantage.
Do
good.
it.
I don't know how to roll this, so I'll just roll 2 d20s.
Yeah.
Alright, 17 plus
It's, it's
and that is 3d10 plus 6 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
27, chump chump.
27. Still alive.
Damn.
Wish you had multiple
Yeah,
attacks. That would be nice.
You are no longer on fire.
They get attack of opportunity if I swim down.
Yes.
Really interesting. I
Make
will
it big.
I will.
Make it big.
I'll take the chance and swim down and deeper into the water.
All right. They both try to hit. It's a fucking 11 and a 12. Both miss.
Amazing. All right, that's my turn.
Anyway, get out of here. All right. At the end of your turn, Tandor is going to stab Gwydion.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he has legendary actions. He just literally has not used them because there was no opportunity to, and I kept forgetting. 27 to hit.
Yeah, he stabs me, and then the fake Gwydion crumbles to nothingness, and the real Gwydion appears right beside him. He misses automatically.
Oh, damn.
Set, it is your turn.
Yeah,
I have a dumb idea.
does this involve me?
Kind of, because you're the one that can teleport me onto the damn boat so I can save our wizard.
Damn it, I was on the same thought process. We've been playing together for too
We
long.
really have been.
I got this. I'm gonna fucking get this man.
I kind of wish you were just going to push the boat, honestly, at this point.
Probably could, yeah. Because I can just either do this or just do that, and yeah.
My one issue, Sen, Nathan, don't get me wrong, I love that we're on the same page, but I also see your health bar and how low it is.
I have to like jump underneath it or whatever.
So, Michael, what kind of people are gathered around right now?
Commoners.
I cast Fireball.
Michael?
Commoners.
There are a bunch of commoners, dock workers, fishermen.
And they're like totally watching all this, right?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Super.
More intimate than they had a long time since, you know, their local serial killer bit the dust.
So I'm going to like run down the dock to like people nearby, and I'm going to start like help somebody get the guard. the Inquisition. They're attacking civilians. We need help.
Make a deception check. I mean, you may have a couple people on your side running to go get the guard.
This.
And the
Okay.
most important thing, I'm further away from the ballista.
You're off the map.
Off the map.
Well, fuck.
Okay.
All according to plan.
I'm sorry,
I
Lambert.
still can hit
It's all right.
literally anything within 480 feet range, mind you.
That's fine.
And just
I am,
keep that.
but I am near a bunch of civilians. Keep that in mind.
They don't care. They can legally get away with it if they're standing in the way of a changeling.
They are attacking civilians.
But this time legally. At the end of your turn, Tandor is going to stab Gwydion.
Yeah.
You can see a pattern here.
That's a 26.
Yeah, that hits. I don't have more of those in me.
You take 12 points of slashing damage.
The way you enunciate it, it makes it sound like there's going to be another type of damage coming up.
7 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucian, it is your turn.
Okay. So can I just like swim underneath the wall of force here?
Wall of force.
Because it's 10 feet tall. I don't know if it's on.
It's
I
not
just
there
lost
anymore.
concentration, brother.
It's not
Lost
there anymore.
concentration. That's not good.
Oh, come on!
So I revisit my plan of you pushing the dinghy.
The next Inquisitor turn is gonna fucking rock.
Okay, Michael, if I can move 240 feet, can I push the boat 120 feet?
No. It's
No?
it's not like literally how that you could probably it'd be less than that.
No,
And it would probably take an action.
Can I make a tactical request?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Do you think you could wake up Amelia?
That would definitely be helpful right now.
Right. Yeah.
Actually-
okay. I think I can do that, but I think I can do that.
What if you
might
just
have
grab
to-
Amelia and book it, dude?
Like, if you can wake her up, I can get her out. If you can grab her, I can save myself.
Okay. Here.
Yeah, we could just leave flying numbnuts here to our good shark friend.
Yeah.
Then he
It
can
would
have a
be an
phobia.
action to wake her up, but if she takes damage, she would also wake up, right? I think that's how it works.
You're
Depends on
not
the state.
stabbing Amelia.
It depends on the
yeah.
state of her unconsciousness. If she
does-
just reduces your hit points, hitting her is not going to wake her up.
Also,
Right.
if you hit her, there's a decent chance that she dies.
She dies.
Yeah,
You're not
that's true.
stabbing her.
She's a
I
commoner.
don't know if I can actually wake her up then.
She's not a commoner. She has a standalone stat block that's a little better than a commoner.
Oh, you don't have potions today? Oh fuck.
No. Sorry. Oh, I could cast Healing Word. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, what?
I could move. Let's see. I can move 40 feet over here.
Okay.
If I cast. Yeah. Okay. So I'll cast Healing Word on Amelia.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Shit.
Doesn't seem to do anything. So that's not good.
Bring her to me.
I'm going to. Fuck. That was bad. Okay. Fuck it. I'm gonna try to grab this asshole.
Okay.
So numero uno. 22.
15.
15. Okay, so he is grabbed,
Uh-huh.
and I moved 40 feet, so I still have 20 feet, so I'm going to drag him 20 feet underwater with me.
Closer to 10 feet, but yes.
Okay.
I mean, that definitely effectively solves a problem we had.
I'm going to drown this fucker to death.
Right. About
That is
that.
my current plan. I'm also
so
going
the
to
end-
punch him because I have another attack here.
Okay, yeah.
So let's deliver one clean to the face. 27
Yes.
damage. And I'm going to, let's see. I guess there's no point in knocking him prone because he's already underwater, so that doesn't make sense. I will have him say uncle, so I'm going to expend one of my focus points, and he needs to roll a strength saving throw versus DC 16.
Ooh, that's a 23.
Okay, well, nothing happens, but he does take more damage, so that's fine.
All right. 12
And
points
he
of damage.
takes 1d6 from that, so 16.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he misty steps to like about 15-ish feet above the water.
That's cringe. Okay, well, I'm fucked. I can't do anything now.
Man, that word's a bopper.
Lambert.
Jesus Christ. You're vernacular.
What?
Let me think here. Fuck. I don't have swim speed. I don't have any of that.
What can I can't even stop him from doing that either.
Yeah, not without like a silence on him or something. Yet. Okay, well, that guy's gonna be a problem no matter what, even if we do get a melee here. So, first things first, let's go ahead, bonus action, down this healing potion I have. God damn, that's a good one, too. 44 plus 4. Okay, that's a stellar roll, actually. Shit. Specifically, don't play caster, so don't take this long. Wait a minute. Michael, how much distance do you say I could probably clear if I just backed up one, kicked on the vertical assist galoshes, and just tried to leap into the water? Would I get my...
That would be a vertical jump.
Vertical Cisco.
Alright, so I can at least get
You're at
25...
horizontal jump.
Yeah, so I can get at least 25 feet out and get at least a little closer.
I
Wait.
believe.
I think that's a bonus action to click those on, though, isn't it?
I honestly do not remember. I mean, I'll tell you this much. A long jump from 10 feet running is like a number of feet up to your strength score.
Okay, so I can basically get... Thank you. Okay, I have to use an action for that. I don't want to do that. That's alright. I'm only going to get freaking about 20 feet anyway, either way. Which is fine, because while I will splash in the water, I think I am just in range to start hurling a firebolt at the asshole.
Yes, you are.
Perfect. Okay, so I can still be helpful. God willing, if I don't roll another one. 18?
It still misses, unfortunately.
That was a good attempt. Okay, yep, that's the entirety of my turn.
All right. Ophio.
Yeah. I'm gonna dip an arrow in some poison
Okay.
as my bonus action, and I'm gonna lob it at Tandor.
Okay.
Nice.
It's
Excellent. So it needs to make me a con save.
it's an 18 for that.
Okay, so it doesn't take any poison damage, but he does take 10 piercing.
Not bad.
And I'm gonna lob a second one at him.
Okay. That one's gonna miss.
Yeah, it goes wide. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
All right, Gwydion.
This is a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I can't.
I would say it's a boat.
He's too high for me to reach him now, so fuck.
I mean, he is 15 feet up, though, at least, so there's that small saving grace.
I will use the 20 feet of movement on the boat first thing. bring Amelia a little bit closer to safety.
Okay. Oh shit, he's next.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. I can save myself. I don't have a way of saving Amelia. Is she bound or restrained by anything?
She has manacles around her wrists.
Are
They're
these
made of silver, aren't
Are
they?
these regular metal, or are they silver, or something else? Potentially?
Hey, go ahead and make me like a perception check, just like a free perception check. You don't see any arcane.
Okay, wait.
You don't see anything arcane on them. They're just like iron manacles. You do see like on her chest, like right above the line of her shirt, there is a sigil that is still lit there.
That's probably doing something. I'm about to get gunned down.
Fucking yeah.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know what to
I
do.
don't know.
Yeah, the only person who can reasonably get Amelia to safety now is Lucian, I think. Because I got single
Just have to grab her. Yeah, you get yourself out, and
I got
Well, no, yeah.
I got single digits health, so I have to. I don't think I have a choice but to dimension door out.
I'll do my best.
The full. I guess not the full 500 feet, but like, just somewhere like within where there's cover.
Right, just like away from. Yeah,
Yep.
you and Sin are hanging out back there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Tandor is going to go over here,
Fuck.
grab Amelia, and begin flying away. So that's like 5, 10, down, that's 15 feet of movement. So, the two of them, so it would be 5 feet back up. That's 25, 35, 45, 55. All right, so he has Amelia at that same like height, but is starting to fly toward the ship now.
So he's 15 feet in the air,
Yeah.
which is too far. Yeah.
He still has a bonus action as well, which he is going to use to Misty Step.
I don't think you can Misty Step with a person in tow.
Yeah, not with a person. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what? I need Lucian to make me a insight check.
I mean, I can do that. I will likely not succeed. 11.
Like, he like stares you down and like gets a good read of you.
I call him a
that is going to be his turn. The lair can't really do anything. You're not on the ship. Liliana is actually, I think, with a dash just fast enough to get here without being too close to the wall. Can you make me another insight check?
I can, and I definitely will fail. 13.
That's unsurprising. She is going to shoot you with her hand crossbow.
She can.
That's a 20.
It will hit.
That is 20 points of piercing damage and
So 10. Because
Yeah.
I'm resistant.
and 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
And her second shot is going to be a 25.
Will hit.
That one's only going to be 6, reduced to 3, and 2 force damage. It is the Inquisitor's turn.
Shit.
So we're gonna have 6 shots on Lucian.
Yep.
17.
That'll hit.
11.
That'll miss.
It's an 8.
That'll also miss.
23.
That will hit.
19.
And that one will also hit.
All right, so I think that's going to be 3 hits. That's not as bad as it could be. See, that's... that's a total of 37 reduced to like
18.
18 points of piercing damage. And this guy's going to take a few steps forward, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Holy shit! Fucking worked. Okay, your speed is halved with the Sigil of Lethargy.
Okay.
All right, Heinrich.
Question: How
Yes.
high into the air can I jump out of the water?
Oh no.
Can you jump? How high in the air can you jump out of the water? That would be a high jump.
Yeah,
So
which I've never done before. So how does that work?
let's see.
You lift your legs.
Yeah, there's
Giant
a shark.
No, I'm just being a smartass.
So your strength is 23. So that's with a 10 feet thing. Damn. You can jump 10 feet into the air.
What? Okay. Well, I guess there goes. Actually, well, if I'm jumping 10 feet into the air, I'll be within 5 feet
You
of
will
him.
be within bite distance of Tandor, yes.
All right. So, because what I'm envisioning doing is to do that, jump up near him, and then try to bite into him and drag him down into the water.
Right. So you're gonna try to grapple him.
Yeah.
So here's the one problem with that. Amelia will be in the water.
She can float, you know. She's not a.
Honestly, that would literally be the least of our problems with this.
I mean, I think it'd be a good thing if she were in the water. We have a waterborne friend who can get her
It
then.
just depends on how many rounds she would have.
I mean, honestly, it's good that she's over water because she was being lifted above the boat. She'd fall 15 feet into a wooden fucking
And
you know,
probably die for it.
surface. Yeah. So in the water, she can just splash in. But yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna. That's basically an athletics check.
Okay.
Short athletics.
Contested, of course.
So I'll just roll the d20, and it's d20 plus whatever 6. Right?
Yeah, it'd be a 6.
Any advantages since he doesn't see me coming?
Not for this.
Does it count as an
Oh
attack?
oh my
Does
god.
it count as an
14.
attack roll? Is it a type of attack? Grapple?
Not like that.
Okay.
It's a special attack, but it's not like an attack roll because
Okay.
it's an athletics check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 14, I think.
So you rolled a 14. He rolled a 17.
Damn it.
I guess I'll just swim back down under the water.
All right.
There's nothing I can do here.
At the end. At the end of his turn, he is going to use his free hand to like weave a sigil in the air. I need the giant shark and Lucian to make me wisdom saving throws. Yeah, easy.
He's also within that area.
I'll
No,
be right
he's
back.
like it's a cube, so it's like lower in the water. Then I'll roll for him. Shark passes. No. Shark doesn't pass.
Shark fail.
Because I thought that it's not a crit fail. You guys are both incapacitated. It was another hit knock pattern.
It's Sen's turn.
Yeah. Sen. Anything you have to do? Nathan?
This hypnotic pattern just fucked me.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I guess I'm just going to try to shoot my bow with disadvantage at him.
Okay.
It has the range, but yeah, it's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Sorry, my crossbow, not my bow. I don't have a bow. So 19.
That just misses.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Cool. That's it, really.
Lucian, I believe you might still be able to literally move.
I can move, but other than that,
It's alright. You do have a speed of 0, actually, with him.
I have a speed of 0. So yeah, I can't do anything. Even the thing that I have for this takes an action, so I don't get to do anything.
You can make me a con save though.
I guess I can.
Yeah, you're no longer lethargic at the very least.
That's very helpful.
For whenever the spell stops, yeah, absolutely. Lambert.
I'm running out of ideas. Okay, I mean, I got one. Just try to fucking make him drop her with sheer damage if I can put out enough, but fuck. I don't got much options for that range. Fuck it, Scorching Ray? We'll try that and pray. Because I got nothing
what level?
else. It's just the base 2nd level. So, yeah, let's try that. 3 Scorching Rays. Oh.
I mean, that hits.
Oh.
That hit.
Oh.
That hits.
Huh.
I should use this more often.
So that's
18.
points of fire damage. That's not bad. I do need you to make me a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
Or con save for this.
23.
Yeah, you're fine.
I need to make 3 saves for Wall of Fire.
Fucking try to get a bit close for all the good to me. I doubt he dropped her from that. I wish. That looks like Wildfire's still up at least.
Fuck.
It's still burning the shit out of the ship, so that's fine.
I'm really fucking tempted, but I'm not going to just yet. Ophio. It is, I believe it is your turn.
I think you might be the only one who can do things right now, Ophio.
I got 1 second level spell slot left for that.
Yeah, what does this
No.
character bring to the table?
Arrows.
And poison.
I'm gonna dip an arrow in poison and throw it at the dude.
Yes. Brilliant.
Ooh.
If you hit Amelia, I'm going to kill you.
That fucking hits.
Give me a con save.
22 on the con save.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw another one at him.
It's not gonna do it.
Well, that's my turn.
Gwydion, you might be the only one left who can actually do something.
Well, I'm not in this combat.
Yeah.
I have nothing. As far as I'm aware. Like, I can't even, like... none of my spells really have the range, I don't think. If I were to move, how close could I get to, like, anyone, really? Like, could I get within 120 feet of Heinrich?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I can...
From the corner of the dock there, you're 115 feet away from Tandor.
Yeah.
105 from Heinrich, 130.
I'm gonna do a Hail Mary and see how this works, actually.
Oh.
I don't know how those boots work. If they give him an innate flying speed, this won't work. If they allow him to cast fly, this will work, because I will cast a spell magic on his boots.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Object or magical effect and range. Oh.
So
be a
it
spell.
is. If it has to be a spell, then that is not going to work.
Okay.
I mean, it does say magical effect, but I don't know. That's
Well, any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target end. So if the boots like cast fly, then that would work.
The
but if
boots.
it's
The boots do not cast.
the boots
do
just
not
let him fly.
Just let him fly.
damn it.
Tragic. I was saving that one, but I figured it wouldn't work. That's my turn.
That was a good idea, though.
All right.
Well, we failed.
So with Amelia, he can't like fly too fast, but he can get on the boat. And that uses up all of his stuff, but he can like no, he wouldn't do that though. Yeah, okay. So that's his movement. Leon's gonna hold her action. I think we can probably get 3 shots off on Lambert from the ballista.
Alrighty.
They will all be with disadvantage. Okay, so that's a nat 20 and an 8 on that one, so that's good for you. That's a 10. That one's an 18.
Nope.
All right. The other guys are going to hold their actions. Heinrich is still incapacitated. Sen.
Yeah.
I request to be shot. Or
We have a
just,
formal request
injured.
to shoot Lucian.
Injured in
wait.
any way, shape, or form, if at all possible.
Doesn't Hind Shark get a save though?
No.
Not
You have
again.
to-
Hypnotic.
You have to
pattern.
take damage, or you have to be shaken awake with an action.
Isn't hypnotic
I'm
pattern
not-
concentration?
I don't think it is, but I'll check.
Yeah,
It is.
here's the thing,
It
buddy.
is.
It is?
I hit him 3
Oh.
times.
Yeah, you did. I'll
Oh
make
my
those
God.
saves.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So first one, a pass. Second one, a pass. Third one, a pass.
That was worth a try.
Fourth one?
Fourth one is a 7. Yeah. I mean, he rolled a 24 on that last one. Thank you for keeping me honest, though. I'll actually put a thing on him. I don't know, that one.
I would like to refresh my formal request to be damaged, if possible.
Yeah, I'm not. That's so metagaming. I'm not gonna like.
Well, no, you know how hypnotic pattern works. You've cast the spell before.
You have the spell.
That's true. You know how the spell works.
Yeah. Are they on the boat yet, or
They're on the boat.
it?
They are on the boat.
They are on the boat. Yeah, I guess I'll try and shoot Lucian with disadvantage.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Now we got Lambert.
Yeah, this one I'm just gonna shoot at him just out of pure spite and pissed offness right now. Because he's still within my range, oddly enough. So, 3 more scores
Okay.
erased for shits and giggles. Nope.
That's one hit.
And a miss.
Yeah, and a miss.
Well, it was worth a shot. And the con save.
The con save.
14.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, he does take.
But
6
what about him?
damage. He did make the con save. He rolled an 11. He's looking very injured, but
Oh, come on.
Yep.
We're
I
going back
can't do
in.
anything about it.
Wait.
Ophio.
Hold up. So if I cast a level spell through the sword, does that still count as the whole entire?
No.
Only... No, it doesn't
No,
count.
that's just the sword.
That's just a sword.
Yeah, it's just the sword.
Okay, well in that case, whoever needs it, let's go ahead and cast that. Just for 5 free HP. That means you too, Sen. And you guys, I think, are well beyond my 60-foot range for that. Yeah, you're well beyond, but Sen can get it. Just in case. Oh, fuck. Matt?
What's up? I was waiting for everybody to be done there.
Sorry, yeah, it is your turn.
Cool. Well, I have more arrows that I'm gonna dip in more poison
Mhm.
Yeah.
and throw at Chandor.
All right. That's gonna miss.
Fucking
That hits.
God damn it.
Okay.
Max damage.
He rolled
Nice.
he rolled a 16 on the save.
oh, it's only the first one that had poison.
Ah, fuck. Okay, so he has
Yeah,
to
it's
roll a
all or
10
nothing.
or higher.
Yep.
Yeah, he makes the con save.
Okay, done.
All right, Gwydion.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Well, I mean, you have 5 extra HP, so that's something.
Fucking for a total of 13.
You got any of them spells?
I got spells, but like no offensive ones, and I'm not casting Fireball. There's a
Yeah.
civilian woman.
There is an Amelia, yeah.
Yeah.
There's an Amelia, yeah.
So. Nope. I am out of juice. The most I can do is cast major image around all of us on the dock to make it look like a crowd of people have amassed on the dock and maybe give us a little bit of cover.
Wow, being immune to fire is a bad thing for me right now.
It is, because most of my offensive spells are fire.
He's gonna dash over to the platform.
Oh. I'm stupid.
Did he just end his turn, Michael? He needs to make me a saving throw, please.
You know what? You're right.
That's also Amelia, dude.
Incapacitation doesn't stop me from concentrating.
That's also Amelia.
Or maybe it does. I don't know.
Interestingly enough, Amelia saves.
Oh, thank God for small favors.
Well, you know, can you roll me the damage on that?
Maybe you should stop concentrating.
There's your damage. That's a lot of damage.
All right.
Okay.
Congrats.
All right,
That's
look. He would see the wall of fire.
I say, it seems like he's not doing his job very well there.
Yeah.
It's like, roasted
Fair.
changeling.
Well, I mean, you don't know any. I mean, it doesn't really. The point was to get on the fucking platform. You can just avoid Amelia dying.
I'm open to a plan C at this point, I guess.
See, come on.
Can't
let's
do
see.
anything, so I don't have one.
Yeah, Liliana is going to go over and pull the lever and lower the platform. Ah.
So my question is, how much fire is the boat on at the moment?
Not very much.
Oh.
I mean, it's the wall of fire doesn't ignite flammable objects, and most things
Fireball
on the
does.
ship are. Fireball does.
And Fireball slapped this bitch.
I mean, like, yeah, it did some damage to like the like this anchor is probably pretty fucked, and like the ballista took the damage as well. But overall, the I mean, it's holding up fairly well. Yeah, I don't think the Inquisitors are going to do anything. So unless you guys have anything that you guys can do.
Physically, no, I cannot.
I can, sort of. Just, you know, I don't know, are we still in initiative order? I can't do anything to the Inquisitors. I can just dispel the hypnotic pattern on these two.
Right. Yeah, honestly, these guys would probably start swimming back to the thing, like just dash there. But other than that, like the Inquisitors aren't really going to be doing anything. So if you guys have any spells you want to cast, we're going to take a step outside of initiative order for a moment. The plan is to dispel the hypnotic pattern.
I use my last 3rd level and my last 4th level for that.
All right. So beyond that, what's the plan?
What plan?
Group?
I mean, yeah, okay. So the boat, right now, the anchor is dropped.
Yeah, but won't take much to raise it.
Yeah.
Depending on how damaged the sails are, even if they are damaged, it's gonna start going. We're at that point. I mean, best scenario we have: hop on ours and give chase if we really want to go for it. But they swacked our shit pretty effectively.
I can think of maybe a better idea, but we need a long rest before then.
Because they're just gonna.
I can't cast spells, right, as a shark?
No, I don't think so.
Like, getting back on the boat would be definite suicide. I think what we can do is get a long rest, teleport to Maryland, the city, the capital where the Inquisition HQ is, and try and do something there, like a round 2. But it's infinitely more dangerous.
Well,
but
I mean,
we have allies.
yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Michael, any of us glancing at this boat, can we have any possible immediate tell to say if ours could possibly be faster than it and potentially catch up to it, if need be?
A history check.
History check? I'm good at those.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my sheet. I think I'm good at those. Where's my history? There's my history. 11. Wait, I still have inspiration. Hold up. 2d8s. Fuck it. I actually want to know this. So, 18
total? Yeah, okay. Well, you know that Marish ships are known to be some of the best in, as far as you know, the world, I suppose. Your ship, right? No, actually, your last ship was Marish. This one, I guess you just don't know.
We do have the sails, though, on the ship.
The ship, yeah, I was about to say, like, the ship by itself, probably faster, but you have magic sails that increase your speed. You feel like you'd probably be roughly equivalent speed.
How long does it take to sail from here to Maryland?
Let me do a real quick. Let me do a real quick check. From here to Port Cullen it's 120 miles, so it'd be about a day-ish.
Yeah. If we just rest in TP Circle, we'd get there first.
How fast is a ship? Is my question. Like how fast?
Give or take 4.5 miles an hour.
In terms of feet per round, perhaps.
40-ish.
40 feet per round?
Yeah.
Because my initial thought is I could follow the boat underneath it and just keep punching it until eventually I crack through. That's
right,
my
but
immediate thought.
You would know better than that. It will outlast you stamina-wise. It would be using chase rules, and you're going to be exhausted before you do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I am like twice as fast as the boat, but that's fine. We can.
So there are some things that you start to notice as you're sort of talking. They put out any fires. They work to put out any fires that are there, and they do sail off for a little bit. But it's after a certain point, still in the bay, they weigh anchor again and just sit there.
That's interesting.
Okay, well, my only idea is I need to get my hands on the fly spell somehow, and other than that, because if I can't get the fly spell, I'm not going to be useful when we fight them.
At about this time, Leora, you feel a little vibration in your pocket.
Sen.
Yeah, sorry, Sen.
Yeah.
That's
What do you do?
a conversation I'm glad I'm not going to be part of.
I answer it.
Leora, I've heard there was commotion at the docks. Have you found her?
Yes, we found her, and we almost got her, but there were too many of them, and we weren't able to get her back, but we're still on the chase.
There's a good moment before you get a reply. Who has her?
The Inquisition.
Again, it takes a moment. Eventually, after a very long and agonizing pause, he just replies, "Do whatever it takes."
So I'm going to cast Sending to Dakar.
Okay.
So like, where exactly are they parked? Like, is there a name for the pier or whatever that we're at, or like a general name of the area?
You guys, you guys dock at the guild hall.
Okay. No, I mean like where we are at and where this ship is parked.
It's just the bay. It probably has a name, but I didn't come up with one yet. It's just,
Okay. The Battle Bay.
That's not it.
Possibly.
And it's not.
Okay, I, oddly enough, do have a couple of ideas. One gets immediate results, but is risky to us because we're going to be going off a short rest at best, which is good for some of us, bad for others. Plan B being that we risk the long rest and pray to God that they're still within fucking range of us catching up to them in a decent fashion. That's riskier.
Well, if we rest, I can teleport us to the city in Maryland, if that's their destination. Presumably it is.
They're moving.
I kind of almost prefer we fight them here on our own terms rather than theirs in their home city.
Maybe, but...
They stopped moving.
Yeah. I'm just worried
yes.
about when they're going to get moving again is my issue with that.
If they move, maybe they won't. And if they do, we know where to catch them. And I can try and call upon allies. Do you remember General Du Bois, who helped us infiltrate the headquarters in the first place? She might be willing to help again if I inform her that the Inquisition has kidnapped the Doge's daughter.
Fair. Okay.
So I'm casting Sending to Dakar. I'm saying assemble crew, sail for the Battle Bay. We are on the chase. Leave as soon as possible.
They're not moving, though.
Yeah, they're just sitting here.
That's a pointless sending, mate.
I mean, we could have Dakar come here with the ship, and we could try to sink their ship with our ballistae, or we could just have the ship parked and waiting in case they start moving. What we could do, I mean, I don't have a way to communicate because I could stay underneath the ship and just watch to see if it moves, and I can take a long rest there because I don't need to breathe.
Yeah, but how are you going to stay attached to the ship with a long rest?
Well, I don't need to. I just need to keep an eye on it. Because if it starts moving, then I say, all right, we gotta get the ship moving.
Wait, how do you communicate to us if it starts moving?
That's the thing, is I don't really have a way to communicate.
Yeah.
Does he say anything in response?
He just tells you that they're on their way.
Okay. What were you guys just talking about?
God damn.
Teleporting to Maryland.
Resting for a bit. Maybe risking a longer one.
And calling upon allies in the city.
Okay.
Who are also against the Inquisition.
So, Amelia is the secret daughter of the Doge. Don't forget that.
Yes.
It's not it's not a secret that she's the daughter. It's a secret that she's a changeling.
Yeah.
If
No, because when we were at the ball, I tried to talk to the Doge about him having a daughter, and he got very upset.
He doesn't like it when people talk to him about his changeling daughter.
Fair.
I didn't bring up that she was a changeling. I just talked about his daughter.
Has nothing to do with it. He gets really, he's very concerned that anyone could know at any given point.
Anyway, yeah. Plan A, risk it, short rest, attack immediately with not only our ship, but also our Manticore.
Okay, I have a plan. If we're taking a long rest, I have a plan.
If we're going to be taking a long rest at that point, I think if they're gone, we're just going to teleport to Maryland and cut them off at the pass.
Also, I think if we attack them with our ship, that's how we lose a ship. They are significantly more well armed than us.
Then we take their ship. Why not? At this point, it wouldn't be the first time we did some piracy.
Well, we almost died spending, what, 12 seconds on the boat? I don't know if we could really take a fight to them like
Well,
this.
that was also
It
with
would
our,
be better if we didn't go toe to toe with their ship.
or at least be on more even footing about it than we were. Freaking two of us were on the main ship, two of us were on the dinghy trying to get that problem under wraps, and yeah, it was just going south quick either way. Had a great start though. But I mean, yeah, I think that's my threefold plan.
I just think that if I could call in this favor from the Magistorum, they would be willing to help, seeing as we both want the Inquisition dealt with. They helped last time. Remember.
So you want to wait until we get to Maryland?
Yes, because that gives us, in my opinion, the best shot at increasing our numbers or getting some form of outside help outside of the six of us.
I just don't think they're going to Maryland because they're just sitting here.
Well, if they aren't, then we can come back and try again. No love lost.
We don't know what they're doing to her right now. Time is not on our side.
These people are ruthless. I agree. She might not last the night.
If they're going to kill her, they're going to kill her at their little blood altars underground, not here. Remember that. They have a reason to keep her alive till they bring her somewhere.
And I
That's
just
true. Yeah, that
suddenly
is true.
had a vision of beholders in my head, and that was not a great thought. Fuck.
I think we're better equipped to fight that thing now.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I offered my opinion, so I concede to the rest of the group. What we all do, we want to really do.
She may survive until this blood altar, but what will she go through during the time?
Like,
I
I
don't
want to just levitate onto the boat and start punching some bitches, but I can't exactly do that.
Yes, I don't think that throwing ourselves at them and dying, or 5 of us dying, is going to really solve much, because it will just get her killed as well. We have to be utilitarian, weigh the numbers, think about, how we can all make out of this.
My problem is that I'm in perfect fighting form and there's nothing for me to fight. And
That's one of you, and
Well, I'm one
none of
stiff
us.
freeze away from dying, and I have used all of my good spells.
because that bitch just flies away like a little coward.
He was almost dead. So, at least he's not much of a problem, he's just annoying.
Yes, but killing him won't cause the rest of the Inquisitors to scatter, and it won't cause the boat to fall apart either. If anything, it will make the rest of the Inquisition exceptionally mad at us, more
Also,
so than they already are.
We're already looking at this in the wrong way. Our goal is not to kill everyone on that damn boat. It's to get Amelia off the boat and someplace safe. That is the goal.
Yes, and would have been a lot easier, but she has some kind of magic sigil emblazoned on her chest, which kept Lucian and I from saving her as effective, at all, really. I don't know what it was.
Well, that's annoying. Fuck.
I've said my piece. I've said what I think is the best idea.
Well, at this point, no matter what happens, we will either, if we attack it when they're still on the ship, we'd have to get below deck to find Amelia, then we have to get her out of there and safely somewhere else. That's going to be difficult. If they are going to Maryland, they'd have to disembark at some point, at which point we're fighting a group on ground, which I think we're a little bit more capable of dealing with, even though we've been at sea for way too damn long of our lives lately.
They're going to outnumber us if we fight on shore. They're going to outnumber us if we fight them on the boat, but at least it's got corners and
Yes.
At least we could have
hidey
a,
holes.
and we could have a Manticore backing us up if it's a ship-to-ship battle. So there's that.
But if we fight them in Maryland, we might actually have more numbers on our side.
Are you able to contact your Marish
Not today.
friends?
I would have to rest first. So it is a gamble.
Well, does it?
I mean, at this point, it seems to be a gamble no matter what we decide on, so might as well
I
just...
can contact.
Or we
her.
could just have Sen contact them. There's apparently that option. Sen, the hell, you could have spoken up.
You could. I just don't know if she doesn't really know the rest of you too well. But if you
I've-
can try.
I've contacted her before.
What?
Yes. I've met her. We all
Well,
met her.
I know you've met her. It's just. Well, I just don't know. I mean, none of you work for her like I do, but
Wait, don't we still
Go
have that?
ahead.
Don't we still have that ring of spell storing?
Lucian has it.
We have 2, yes.
I have a ring of spell dispelling, but I can't really dispel ascending. It was an instant cast.
I believe there is another ring of spell storing that you have.
I
But
believe
some-
Heinrich has it.
Heinrich has it.
Yeah, I think Heinrich has it.
Well, I think Sen should just contact her because unless we want to give me the ring, but like that seems like a very roundabout way of doing this.
Didn't you suggest it?
Well, no, I suggested waiting so that I could cast sending, but if you want to do it either way, we have to rest because I can't even teleport yet until we rest. It's like they're like a long rest happens no matter what for us to get to Maryland. But if you want to contact her so that we can more reliably, understand what we're up against and if they'll actually help us, then go ahead. It would save us trouble.
What time is it right now?
That's good.
Right. So actually, I was getting there. Right now, as you guys are talking and like they've kind of parked in the bay and you're sort of figuring out what it is you're going to do, the sun sets, just lowers behind the horizon. It's probably 9-ish right now.
Okay. I mean, if you guys are going to take a long rest first, I think I have an idea for something that could help us here. So I'm going to go see about that because I don't need to rest yet. I'm good.
By all means.
So I'll go try to find some allies here at least while you guys are resting. And Lucian's just gonna take off.
Well,
Fuck.
we have to trust him. So the rest of us regroup at the house.
I think we should be on the ship just in case on this one.
Yeah.
All right, but if we teleport, it no, actually, yeah, we can sleep on the ship.
Yeah. I want to have avenues open just in case. And again, I feel safe with the Manticore.
I will be on the ship later than all of you. I also have to temporarily split off to see if I can cover every possible end here. Maybe I can find an ally.
All right. So, the four of you go toward the ship. Where are you going, Gwydion?
I am just going to go to Elroy's house, of course. My main, I guess, reliable NPC. Just for some small things. I'm not going to ask him to fight with us.
Right.
Would that be okay?
You give him a knock. Well, you say that. You give him a knock. It takes a little bit, but eventually he opens the door. Oh, Gwydion, my boy. I wasn't expecting you. Please come in.
Was that coughing in or out of character?
That was Michael coughing.
Okay.
His voice sucks.
Wasn't sure.
I knew it
that's how
was
you
drugs.
get into character.
Very visibly injured Gwydion nods and walks in.
Are you feeling all right?
Sustained some injuries in a hectic battle, which is partially why I came to you.
I see. Here. He, goes to the nearest, almost like a wine cabinet or like a liquor cabinet sort of a deal, but there are potions and shit in there, and he pulls out a greater healing potion, hands it over to you.
Wow. How much is that?
It's 44 plus 4.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you. But that's not necessarily why I'm here, but I will need to take a rest because I'm not done fighting quite yet, but I needed your help with something, potentially.
Well, you could not have chosen a finer person in all of Tortana.
Yes. Can you cast sending? I don't have it prepared today.
Unfortunately, I am in the same predicament.
Damn. Well, that's fine. But it's probably best that you know the Inquisition has captured the Doge's daughter. And me
Why?
and
Why would they do such a thing?
Typical Inquisition paranoia, I'm sure. They suspect that she's been replaced by a changeling, maybe. But it doesn't matter, really. The point is that tomorrow, the 6 of us are going to teleport to Maryland, and we're going to try and call upon General Du Bois, because she doesn't like the Inquisition any more than we do. And if we tell her what they've done, maybe she can help us somehow. She's helped us before against them, and we really need anything we can do to leverage ourselves against this force. Because we need to save the Doge's daughter that we've been contracted to, and also it's the right thing to do.
I never liked the Inquisition anyway. What can I do for you, aside from the sending problem?
Well, I'm not really sure. Other than that, I'm not going to make you fight. Lord knows that most of us already almost got killed very quickly. They outnumber us significantly. Do you have any sort of leverage against them? Any items, any spells I could know about? I've taken the best spells that I can, but it's exhausting.
And what are the most powerful spells you have at your disposal presently?
I used 2 Wall of Forces in my fight against the Inquisition. Walls of Force. I tried to use Dimension Doors to get the Doge's daughter safe, but she was under some kind of enchantment that prevented me from doing so. And I tried dispelling one of the Inquisition leaders, but that doesn't really work on magical objects. I don't have anything to use on magic objects to remove their effects. I am tapped, basically.
An unfortunate situation.
Yes, which is why we're going to try again tomorrow.
Well, I do have a few things at my disposal that may help somewhat. He takes a second and gathers some things. One of the things he pulls out is a ring, 2 potions, and a scroll. He takes out the ring. This is a ring of stone skin. You can use an action to you can cast the spell through the fucking ring. Why are you laughing?
Fuck.
Did I say something funny?
I really caught me off guard. I love video games.
It'll ward against non-magical damage. The Inquisition likely doesn't enchant all of their weapons. That would be ridiculous. This is a potion of enlargement. This is another greater healing potion. And then he takes out the scroll. I'm unsure of the effectiveness of this. It'll be based on your own casting ability. This scroll contains the spell, the Flesh to Stone. It may come in handy.
Thank you. I'll try to use it effectively.
Yes. And you say you leave tomorrow?
That's the idea. We don't know if they're actually going to stay docked here at the Inquisition. If they go to Maryland, we'll try and cut them off. If they stay here, then I guess we just do another head-on assault. And try not to perish.
Very good. If I knew when you were leaving, I could always join you.
I don't know if I can rightfully ask you to do that. That seems... Being an enemy of the Inquisition is not a pleasant thing, let me tell you.
Oh, those overblown armor-wearing hooligans.
My God.
He's got the right idea about armor.
He called him a hooligan? Oh my God.
Yeah. Absolutely
Calm
not.
down.
They cannot just expect to kidnap the Doge's daughter without recompense.
Well, then, I believe we'll be leaving in about 8 hours. I'm going to be... We're sleeping on the ship to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't set sail. If they do set sail, then we go back. Well, then I just teleport us to the city, to the Magistorum. We fight there.
All right. Then I will meet you on your ship tomorrow.
Very well. Thank you. We certainly will appreciate the help. I'm going to... Can I just take a small breather here, an hour, before I set off?
Please, take all the time you need.
Yes, thank you.
Now, Lucian, where
Yeah.
you are trying to go?
Well, I am going to the Vampire Lair to talk to my master.
You don't know where that is.
I thought you said he just doesn't let me tell anyone else.
He told you to forget your trip
Okay.
back.
In that case, I'm doing nothing, and I lied.
Okay.
Well, that actually would have been interesting, but...
But did he remember his trip there?
He literally cannot disagree. He cannot... He can't do anything but forget his way there.
If I don't know where it is, then I have no way to find out, so that is
Okay.
that.
All right. So you all do get a short rest on the ship. So if you all want to do some healing and stuff,
Okay.
please go on ahead and do so.
Yeah, work with that a little bit at least.
As you guys are sort of getting ready, coming, like, you're sitting there, you're strategizing, you're thinking about what you could have done better for next time and things like that. Before around 10:30-ish, you start to see flashes of light across the sky. And just what starts as like a little orb and then expands outward into like a floating like circle with like this warped sort of effect inside, this purplish sort of glow. It's about this time that things start to get a little hectic.
Oh, what the fuck?
Huh?
From those portals emits this, almost like as if you could see the wind, this magenta breeze begins to flow from one of these gateways into another, and out from one of the gateways, in this moment of confusion, pops out a ship sailing on that magenta wind. Not dissimilar, actually, to the one that you had found crashed on the island with the first Eros shrine.
What?
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 As the ships begin to sail across the sky on these winds, you watch them fire a barrage of arcane bolts down upon the city below. It would seem that the city is under attack.
Well,
You gotta be fucking kidding me, really? Now of all times, this is when this shit happens. Of course it does. Well, fuck us.
I mean, I can't get on those boats or anything, so basically, fuck.
Yeah,
I
let's say,
guess.
what the hell? What? I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. Imagine if we stole one.
That'd be cool. It being constrained to 2 axes of movement is fucking me over today.
Now, very quickly, Leora gets a vibration. You get,
Yeah. I answer it. What's up?
What's up, dog?
get to my office now.
Oh.
The Doge needs us at his estate right now.
You don't say. Can't imagine what it's about. Must be for tea and crumpets.
Oh, and we've had a long rest, correct, God?
No.
A short rest.
Am I with them right now?
I would say yes. You probably,
Okay.
yeah.
Should we bring Karnos? I'm assuming I've had some time to talk with him
I
over the
think we
last
bring
months.
everyone who can do damage.
Yeah, of course we bring Karnos. We bring everyone.
There's flying fucking airships raining hell upon the city. I think I'm bringing the damn Manticore this time, just in case.
We're bringing the Avengers, boys.
I am not afraid of where Karnos'
Okay.
loyalties lie, because he is loyal to us.
So, okay, all right. I'm into this. So, you guys get everyone that you can, and you run off the ship towards the Doge's office. Just in time to catch one of these portals appearing pretty much directly above your ship. Off the top of the off the top of this ship, leap down a few people that you very quickly identify as Githyanki including one that looks very familiar.
Gotta be shitting me.
Fuck this
Really?
guy.
Let me just get the newbies out on the ship real quick, but
Yeah, it's this asshole. I can't do a whole lot about him, so I can kick his friends' asses though.
so as they land, they sort of kind of get ready. Maradine, the one that you remember, kind of looks at you with a smile. So, where's your red-skinned friend?
Up your ass.
You'll have to be a bit more specific. There's a few red-skinned races also. We're not having a good day. Please state your purpose and either get the fuck out or draw a weapon. I am tired and I am pissed the fuck off right now.
Well, and yeah, so I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative.
Yeah, Lambert is done with this shit already, especially seeing these fucks again.
So these people have flying spacecraft.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't really know.
airship things.
They're definitely in the air.
Astral craft.
They exclusively sort of sail on that magenta wind stuff.
So I'm not opposed to us bringing Ilrith, but I definitely would have left him aboard.
Oh, Karnas?
I don't think Ilrith can actually literally
No,
do
Ilrith.
anything in combat.
Ilrith
That's-
is like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he's
right.
not-
He hasn't recovered from that ballistic bolt to the fucking head yet completely.
Even
He-
when he recovers, I feel like he's not a fighter.
He's been neutered.
He's a mind he's a mind flayer.
He's
a
a
good
mind
boy.
flayer who lost all of his mind flayer ability.
Now he's just a flare.
He's
Yeah.
just a good
Regular
boy.
flayer. If
Well-
Elrith wants to fight, he can come, but like I don't think he can do anything.
Either way,
If you didn't want him to come, then yeah, I
Here's
already.
the thing.
I'm okay with this versus the up-team number of Inquisitors, Liliana, and frickin' ballista bolts up my ass and in my chest.
I feel
This
like
I am looking
Here, I
forward
can
to
hit
today.
my enemies. That's the important part.
Sadly, we're not going to be doing this today, apparently, because, yeah, we're about at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's way too late.
we had a
But
2.5 hour long fight and no break.
It was more of a
Uh,
2.5 hour long.
yeah. Did I not add Karnos to the turn order? No, guess
That's
not.
what I get for
He's at the
going
very
Nova
bottom.
when I thought that we'd have one fight.
Yeah,
a
he's
day.
here.
I see him.
Yeah, you know, you gotta subvert expectations, is what I will
Yeah.
say.
I think I should just have been Rain
Sound like a writer for D&D, or sorry, Game of Thrones.
or Fast.
I just know that for this is going to be very cathartic for Lambert. After just completely fucking up, trying to save Amelia, this is going to make me feel a lot better.
Is this the dude who we burned over and
Yeah.
over again?
Like,
Yeah, it is.
You captured him, and you kept him in
He
the.
doesn't particularly.
You like tried to
like this.
interrogate him, but he just plane shifted out of there.
He's come back for a grudge match, and his grudge match isn't even here.
Yeah, like he's mad about it.
Good. He'll die mad.
fucking sucks for him.
That's all right. I'll burn him this time, and he can have a grudge against me this time.
Oh fuck. All right, well, that's gonna be it for today's session. It is like 4 minutes early, but we're not gonna get anything done today.
Nah.
We'll do
I guess I should add the Manticore.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
specifically
Why
said
not on
I'm.
the
I
third
just
order?
specifically
Yeah,
said
why-
I'm bringing the Manticore for a
I
reason.
feel like Lucian would be riding the Manticore too.
Damn it.
No.
Or can we train Karnas to ride the
Sadly,
Manticore?
that is Lambert's entire thing.
It will literally be worse than if
I
he
asked
had
for
not.
permission before I mount the Manticore.
Man, slightly mistimed to get Elroy on this fight, but oh well, maybe we'll have him next time.
You're the one who was like, ooh, don't fight with us, stay home. And he was like, I'm ready to murder.
I'm not getting my friend killed.
Yeah, literally, we all have a higher possibility of death because you didn't bring him.
Well, I did. Sorry, I didn't plan on. I didn't think to bring him to the fight that we didn't think was gonna
Tyler,
happen.
literally something like this was going to happen. Not this crazy, but like there's 0 chance in hell something's not going to happen.
I mean, I think it's pretty difficult to assume that shit's gonna go down, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute them real quick and do my send-off. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a buzzkill. That was just like all but outright fail at rescuing the Doge's daughter, but I mean, that's one of the fun things about D&D, and I have utmost faith in Legion that he can turn a loss into a win for us and, you know, make it a grand thing. Granted, I was not expecting Get Yankee on flying airships randomly popping out of portals just to say hi. That was not on my list of expectations of things to happen. And I have a habit of trying to plan for just about anything. Anyway, I digress. As usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you all did enjoy, a great way of showing that support, as always, is by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, sharing it with your friends. And check back next week to see how the hell we pull off whatever the hell we're going to pull off. This rescue, apparently, after we completely stop these Get Yankee into the ground, which I really want to do just for some satisfaction. Once again, though, thank you all for watching. And as usual, cheers to those that love us, the losers that lost us, and it's always the lucky sons of bitches that get to meet us. And we will catch you all in the next video. See you then.